Hello, hello. I think this should work. Let's see if it does. Oh, there we go. We're live on Twitch. Hopefully we're live on YouTube as well. See you in a moment. Who? He said 3 to 4. All right. Should have live on YouTube as well. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right. GSL. Let's go. So I changed a setting in here. And I now realize it did not affect StarCraft 2, and it has indeed made things slightly more of a nuisance. Out of game. Optional mouse settings. Pointer options. Pointers? No, pointer options, yeah. Not hide pointer. No, not that. Turn on click lock. Yeah, we don't want that. Your hair is broken containment. I repeat, your hair is broken containment. Welcome, Giant Orange. All right, so what are we thinking today? What are we thinking? We got lots of matches to choose from. Turn on high settings for now. Do I need to restart? Yeah, it'll make me restart. That's fine. Give me my sword. And my axe. All right, we're gonna so yeah, there's quite a few matches to choose from. I didn't see any of them. I did not watch a single match. I think we're gonna start with Cure versus SOS, because that one looked pretty interesting just based on the results alone. But yeah, I have not seen a single one of the games, so I don't know how things went. Curious about it, but no idea. GSL. Here we go. Do that. We're going to quickly run a 2 minutes of ads. Get some of the mid-rolls out of the way. Oh, I definitely want to make sure that we have, yeah, that. The... GSL round of 12 featuring Maru, SOS, Rogue, Cure, Reynor, Solar, Trigger, and Nightmare. Cool. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let's kick things off with... Wait, So, okay, GSL round of 12. There we go. Let's kick things off with Cure versus SOS. I think that one's really interesting. Just to see, what did SOS cook up? We're gigantic. All right, there he is. Spawning up at the top left. It is the man who cooks. SOS. One of the greatest strategic minds. Not just in all of StarCraft 2. But in all of Korea. Now, probably in all of RTS, I would say. And spawning down on the bottom left, one of the most systematic players of all time. It is Cure. And a damn fine player at that. SOS only started recently seriously practicing. Like, really recently. Like, really, really recently, supposedly. Like, he was not going super crazy. But he actually played Cure in a weekly not too long ago. And even though he ended up losing 2-0, there was a lot to be excited about in terms of looking at his form. And that was probably 2 weeks before this match was played. I do think in terms of style, Cure is probably one of the most difficult opponents SOS could have drawn, because he is so stock standard and so solid at it. Now, if we're talking about the most dangerous, it's going to be Clem. It's going to be Clem is the most dangerous Terran you could play, because he's just so fast. He's so good. Cure, on the other hand, there are weaknesses to his play. He doesn't have the speed of a Clem, or the speed of a Reynor, or a Solar. He's a very fast player, but relative to the absolute top level, not that, like, blistering speed that we see. It is going to be Persephone. A couple of things about this map. Air blocker, healing shrine. And that means that only ground units can be here. I actually really, really like the design of this healing shrine specifically. One, it's in a bit of a valley. It's definitely in a weak spot, a vulnerable spot. But it is still useful to use. Now, look at this. SOS? Thinking SOS, you got to be thinking proxy. Proxy is definitely going to be on the menu. We've got a very quick Chrono coming in on Warp Gate. Chrono on the first Adept, Chrono on Warp Gate. Ooh, second and third gate. Okay, okay. We're almost certainly going to be putting on some big gateway pressure. I doubt we'll see more than one Chrono. We'll see in a moment. If he does Chrono again, it'll be right now, basically. But if he had done that, Cure would have seen it. Maybe he was anticipating that. Obviously, the earlier you Chrono it, the less likely even a Reaper is to find this. Now, is this just going to be a regular pylon? No gateway. I think it will. SOS is still on double gas, so he's actually floating a lot of gas right now. Is he going to do a sentry push with this? Very curious. We do see Cure. He opened up with a quick Cyclone, quick Tech Lab on the factory in Cyclone. And that means no Hellion Scout, but it also means a quick, well, it means a quick Cyclone. And Cyclones plus Medevac, going to be a lot of micro potential for Cure. SOS? Oh, is it going to be a gateway? Wait a minute. For a second, he's not going to build a Nexus, is he? That would be downright insane. No, there's no way. There it is. Stalkers warping in. There is a... I mean, this is kind of best case scenario for SOS in terms of getting damage done. Now, the tricky part is, will he be able to defend at home? He'll have a warp in available shortly. With an Adept and 3 Stalkers, he's going to be able to one-shot SCVs. Oh, grenade to hop over the wall. That'll save having to lift it in here. SOS not going to be able to warp in on top of this. Okay, actually, no, he warps into the left. 2 Adepts at home. SOS on the other side of the map finding a lot of damage already. He's going to be able to find 7 SCVs. This is looking very dangerous for Cure. SOS. Oh my god, he has found Cure very much unprepared for this push while being able to defend at home. But the drop back into the main base will be able to get some more probe damage. That's going to help equalize. It's a 10-worker lead for SOS. Oh, he's not able to get that one SCV. Good micro from Cure. Cyclone getting caught by the Marines. Does he lose it? Yes, he does. That's huge. There's a siege tank being produced, but that Cyclone was kind of the linchpin of this defense. Now, granted, siege tank's going to be enough to stabilize this position. And honestly, I don't think SOS would want to... Oh, no, he is going to reinforce. Oh, Banshee and Tank going to get the kill on this one Stalker. SOS, this has definitely caught Cure out a little bit. But Cure is recovered, and I think he's just fine. Now, Cure is going for Cloak Banshee, even though he's seen this Robo facility. Huh. I don't know if I like that. Twilight Council just now starting up here for Cure, or SOS. What am I saying, Cure? Medevac will get itself kind of caught here in the corner. It is going to occupy a fair amount of supply from SOS, but now he's kind of stuck here. Immortal is a really strange choice, in my opinion. Now, SOS doesn't know what's going on. He has not built a sentry, so doesn't have access to those hallucinations. Ooh, supply block for SOS, and it's a brutal one. Oh, it's a very brutal one. It is going to be charged to follow it up. Once again, that means mobility is limited for SOS. No blink. I don't think he can afford to go blink. You just wouldn't have what you need to deal with a push. Okay, here comes the scout. Cloak. Oh, canceled. Okay, he's going for the Raven instead. He did get double Banshee. Okay, so he saw the Robo and he canceled Cloak. I actually like that decision a lot. SOS starting to float a lot of money right here. He could build a Nexus. He can get a Robo Bay. It is going to be Templar Archives. But 800 minerals in the bank at this stage in the game. Oh, beautiful snipe on the probe. That's going to slow down the third Nexus even more. Cure's going to see this, and he's going to be like, oh, okay. Like, sweet. He's going to start his third command center before his opponent starts the third Nexus. That's bad news bears for a Protoss. Now it is Cure's time to unfortunately be a little bit supply blocked, and this is not a little supply block. This is a big one. Oh, this is much worse than the supply block SOS just suffered from. SOS had a pylon on the way. Cure just now building depots, and he did not have energy for a mule top hat. A depot top hat. That's actually very painful for Cure. And I actually like the decision to not drop one, because he had two depots right about to finish up. The value he would have gained from it versus the value it would have, well, the cost to it would have been a little lopsided. We are going to see a storm drop coming in from SOS. Cure does have a lot of army supply, but he did get that fast third CC. +1 weapons for Cure is very, very late. It's been a bit of a weird game, so it's understandable, but it is a very late setup. Look at this, the 2-2-2-2-2. 2 Vikings, 2 Marauders, 2 Widow Mines, 2 Marines on the way at once. 5 2s. Siege Tank does not cover this mineral line completely. SOS going to try for the storm drop. Let's see how quick Cure is to respond. Oh, he's very quick. Very quick. That's nice. And I love that SOS does not go for this. Oh my god, the SCVs. Oh, the SCVs. Well, that did not achieve anywhere near what it needed to. He might have just killed 2 mules, but he lost a... Oh my god, he needs to recall right this instant. Oh, it's too late. It's too late, and he loses the Prism with the second Eye Templar inside. That's a straight-up disaster for SOS. No value. Maybe 2 mules that were already probably relatively close to expiring. And a little bit of lost mining time. That is very rough for SOS. Extremely so. Now, Energy Recharge is off cooldown. Does have 2 High Templar that are going to be ready to storm. Where's the Ghost Academy coming in for Cure? It's not up yet. Oh, did he feedback the medevac? He did. Okay, yeah, he must have feedbacked the medevac and gotten the kill there. SOS is expanding away from Cure, which I do like. He's got the +1 weapons about to complete. Spots his opponent's army. Storm. No Storm coming in just yet. It will be auto turrets dropped. We do see that Storm coming in now. Siege tanks were in a pretty good position. Banshees could actually potentially snipe High Templar here. Not often an option, but even just baiting out feedbacks wouldn't be the worst thing. Now, the feedback would kill one Banshee. It would not kill the other. Scan coming in from here. We do have a Warpism on the other side of the map getting ready to send some Zealots across. Cybercore and Gateway were killed. SOS only on 6 gates right now, and he is not rebuilding his Cybercore. I mean, Zealots are going to be good in a fight like this, especially since the Widowmine count, well, it's not super high in this position. Marauders at home will deal with these Zealots. Oh, that one Marauder. Just barely getting taken out by the Zealots. Storm being used defensively, actually helping quite a bit, forcing Cure to back away. First Colossus just now started up. He built 3 Immortals, did SOS. Gonna warp in a bunch of Zealots. Defensively, still no Cybercore rebuild. That is really surprising out of SOS. Like, that's a surprisingly big mistake, but a huge find on these Ghosts. Here, though, with the hot pickup, Zealots could run into the main mineral line. They're not going to do so. EMP was able to be dropped. That's pretty nice from Cure. Cure did actually back away with the whole army. SOS going to be able to find quite a few SCVs in the main. Nice hold position, Micro. And SCVs, not bad at all. Now, if he could have gotten all 3 Ghosts, let's say there's not a medevac there for Cure, that is a disaster for the Terran player. Losing your first 3 Ghosts is so painful, but good job from Cure to save them. He's actually going up to 9 Ghosts, and with the recent supply nerf to Ghosts, that's a lot of supply. 27 supply in Ghosts is, well, it's a lot. And SOS, he's only got 3 High Templar. Now, obviously, Ghosts are good against a lot of stuff. This is a strong-looking push, by the way, out of Cure. Ooh, Ghost will get spotted there. It will kind of get slowed down by the Zealots. Energy recharge is available, but this position looks so powerful. EMP hitting those High Templar. There's another Storm available, but it's just a couple. And he needs a lot of Storm. Vikings will get taken out. That's a big Storm. 2 big Storms coming in. SOS going to try and warp in Zealots into the fight. The Colossus is doing what it can. No target fire on the Vikings, so they're actually free-firing against these Colossus. Siege Tank able to contribute significantly against them as well. And Cure, just too much bio, too much healing. SOS not controlling his units as well as he needed to, despite some very good Storms. And it is going to be Cure, I think, just overpowering his opponent here. 1 HP on that Colossus. There are 2 Storms available on this one High Templar. It gets 1 good Storm, but the cooldown not allowing it to cast another one. Cure's just got too much stuff. He is going to power through SOS at this point. And Cure will take game number 1. Bow, 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 bow. Special. I don't even what are you on about? Hey, welcome John Wicked. Leafs have done pretty well. Up 2-0 in the series. I almost never watch hockey, but it was an incredible game. Very, very close. I honestly feel like, actually, you know what? Let's break down that fight a little bit at the end. Because I feel like SOS... Yeah, we're gonna turn on health bars for this fight. Just to see like what happened in more detail. We'll just get into the game. Do a wee bit of a breakdown. A wee bit of a breakdown. Also, Wildgate is coming back this weekend. I'm gonna be taking a gander at that. Looking forward to it in a big way. In a big way. All day. It is funny how until the data loads in, even though you can see the minimap, you can't actually like see what's going on. Like it doesn't actually show the in-game stuff. The bracket is incorrect, by the way. The bracket link. I specifically didn't update it, UQ low, because it is GSL. But at the same time, I mean, I could just do the do. Are you doing both group 7-hour casts right now? Unlikely ENM 7. That would be very long. I'm probably just gonna take a look at games that I'm interested in. Like, I'm definitely interested in SOS games. Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn on health bars for this one, because I want to take a look at the. Yeah, I want to take a look at the setup here. Oh man, that's interesting. He went super Marauder heavy. Super Marauder heavy. Are all 4 Vikings with this army? No, there's only 2 Vikings. Man, SOS really botched this fight. Like, I know that he hasn't been practicing that much, but like, and it is GSL. There's a lot of pressure. At the same time, though, like SOS, well, nerves are never something that fully disappears. I'm really surprised by the 3 Immortals. That feels like bad. Like, it seems like there's no reason to make 3 Immortals here. I wonder if Kira identified that too, because like he went super Marauder light, like very heavy on the Marines. I honestly just think, especially on Persephone, if you take this base, I don't know, even taking this base like against a sustained push, maybe it's actually just this base that you should take as your 4th as the Protoss if you're trying to make Immortals work. Because like, where are the Immortals gonna spread out that they can fight effectively here? Unless you're like counterattacking with the Immortals. I mean, like, if you fight in this area where you can get really big concaves, because Immortals are good units, even in PvT. It's just that they're expensive. In many ways, they, one, are pretty expensive in terms of cost, but they're also expensive in terms of robo build time. And so he only has 2 Colossus right now. And then they're like difficult to get them to do what you want them to do. Like, getting the concave set up is not easy. Yeah. Oh, man, this is such a like weird setup. Hey, welcome Lego John Belgium. This is not a derpy cast. We do not have derpy here. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't like energy recharge here. Where is his warp prism? Because he does get another one. Oh, it's on the bottom right. Right, he was counterattacking with it. Yeah, I think SOS has what he needs to defend here. He's even in upgrades. He's getting, honestly, like, the setup from SOS is very good right now. He just needs to take a better fight, I think. But it is going to be tough with Cure setting up here. But it's not like Cure has a crazy amount of siege. He's got, like, a really strong anti-Zealot army, but honestly a pretty weak anti-Colossus army. Which is what makes the Immortals so much more painful for SOS. Like, it feels like Cure was actually super prepared for SOS in this particular game. Like, if SOS holds here, he's definitely in a good position. Probably not an amazing one unless he, like, gets, unless he gets a, like a really decisive fight. Where is Colossus? Oh my god, how long was this Colossus sitting here? Oh boy. It shouldn't be sitting here for that long. Yeah, the third immortal is so weird. So first Colossus pops out at 1047. Tiny bit of a supply block on the second one, but, like, I really want to emphasize tiny. Like, we're talking, like, 1 or 2 seconds. Oh, man, the fact that he didn't have this Colossus with the army. Ay, ay, ay. That one actually hurts. That hurts the soul quite a bit. It's understandable, like, when he's going for the Zealot damage. Also, the Warp Prism kind of just sitting idly. I think, oh man, this is such a good hallway for Storm Drops. Like, granted, the speed zones make it difficult, but, like, if he smashes into the front of the army with a bunch of charge lots, and then a Storm Drop hits from the back, that is going to be really difficult to deal with. And, like, Prism can come from here. It can come from... It can come from a lot of places. Now, you've obviously got to be really careful. But, like, a lack of Storm Drops really, really hurts. God, this Colossus just sat here for so long. SOS also... He doesn't have a Zealot here, so he doesn't see this move out. He actually has, like... Despite having an Observer on the map... Oh, there's 2 Zealots over here. Yeah, he actually has not great vision. There's no reason to defend that. It is, like, a really strong position that Cure takes. But the thing is, I think he still can defend it. I mean, there's definitely a reason to defend it. You don't want to just give up your 4th base. Especially because he knows Cure's taking a 4th. Like, you don't want to just give up that base. It's a good scan from Cure. He's checking for the 4th base. He already went over here before with an earlier push, so he knows that there's no base here. Unless SOS took it after. But even seeing this pylon is a little bit of a tell that this is probably the expansion pattern. Yeah, so the Immortals are confusing to me. He also was really, really late on rebuilding his Cyber. Oh, he rebuilds this. Why does he rebuild the Cyber at the 4th base? Now he's making it so he does have to defend it. When did he lose the Cyber and when did he rebuild it? God, that's like a huge mistake, honestly. You know what? I probably should be looking at this fight. Because I feel like he might have been able to just take this fight, possibly. There's no ghosts. He did see this attack coming, I think. Yeah, let's see, like, where he looks. Okay, yeah, he saw this. Yeah. He definitely... Right? Oh, man, this botched Storm Drop was so painful. That was already pretty rough. Oh, he sees the Viking. He sees the Viking and he does an insta-recall. Oh, man. I wonder if he even... Okay, let's check full vision right here. Because he sees the Viking. What moment does he see that Viking? Okay, he sees it right there at 820. Let's say he instantly clicks the Nexus. How long does it actually take recall to go off? I want to look it up at the exact, like, moment. That is something I should 100% know offhand, but I don't. Duration is 4 seconds? That's got to be 4, like, old school in-game seconds, surely. Right? It really take 4 seconds for it to go off? Yeah, I'm actually with you on that one, Juan. I have no reason, I have no idea why you would like basically I actually don't even think there's any reason to sit it here even with the Viking. Or sorry, even without the Vikings. Like I feel like a Prism, especially because he's building so many Immortals, like honestly, even now the recall is actually very bad. Like just to go for it at all. Like there's no way you're getting out there. But, like, he could have recalled it so quickly. He rebuilds the Warp Prism immediately. Which means he builds another Immortal before he goes for Colossus. Could have gotten the... Okay, he gets the Robo-Bay pretty quick. Yeah, I want to see... So he... On the minimap, he sees the army move out, but he doesn't notice it, I don't think. Maybe? Okay, no, yeah, he clicks his army to the left side. There's more reinforcements. You can see them on the minimap. Yeah, he sees them now. Okay. It's an okay storm to start off. I know this is weird to focus just on SOS's vision, but like I'm more interested to see what his TVP looks like, or his PVT. Because I'm super used to Cures, you know? Like, I know Cures very, very well. I don't know SOS is super well at this point. Imagine he has one more Immortal in that little push that happens at the 4th, how different that looks. Well, it's not even just that. Like, imagine he just has the Prism and he can High Templar drop the one High Templar that's in there. Because he still has Storm. I'm almost sure. Because, like, right now he's... Actually, wait. No, he has rebuilt the Prism. Oh, he's sending it across the map. Honestly, like... I think he can fight this. For sure he can if he gets the recall off and he has that extra High Templar. Where's his 3rd High Templar? There's one in the main. He still has an energy recharge, by the way. Does he energy recharge at all? What is Kier's vision right now? Like, imagine a, it's actually going to be hard. Kier's doing a good job with the Viking in the front. The tanks are pretty far back. It's going to be hard to get on top of them. Obviously, you can't easily know that, especially with the Raven here. It's going to be clearing out Observer. Wait, did he lose the Observer? Did he pull it back? Oh, this is Kier's vision. Duh. Yeah, like, imagine 2 Immortals dropping on the back of this. Or even just the Prism comes here, warps in Zealots behind this. And then, like, Immortal Zealot attacks the front with, like, even 1 or 2 storms. I mean, that's... Granted, that's, like, a pretty fucking dream scenario. Pardon my French. Like, we're talking about, like, the dream. Easily he can fight that? Yeah, I feel like he can, like, once again, very easily. Like, even without the 3rd Immortal, I think he can. Does he have Guardian Shield available? No, he's just shy on energy. This is a really marine-heavy army, so not having Guardian Shield would make it painful. And, like, it's a tough decision of going for Guardian Shield or going for Energy Recharge, because the Energy Recharge is going to be really, really good. Wait, what? He just Energy Recharged something. What did he Energy Recharge? Oh, wait, what? No, he Energy Recharged this High Templar? Why would you recharge an Energy High Templar that has no energy? If you recharge a fresh one, it gets two storms. Why would he Energy Recharge the one that can only get one storm after? SOS, my guy. Ah, ha, ha. I mean, it's a new ability, but, like, it's a pretty simple concept. Like, because this High Templar has no energy, it can't storm more than once. Like, it'll get an extra storm. But you could have two off of a freshly warped in High Templar. Base is under attack. Oh my god, I did not realize he... like, I know there's a cooldown, but having that extra storm available is worth so much. Also, he could have warped in on this pylon, and then the Zealots can get into the fight more quickly. Base is under attack. Yeah, he warps in here for some reason, instead of here. Yeah, he decides not to go for this. I think, okay, I understand not going for it right away, but I feel like when Cure drops into the main, I'm good with the 2 Zealot warping on the other side of the map. That's, like, cute. I think it's a good idea to send it to the 3rd. But, I mean, his Observer is actually not that well placed. Once you know that the Raven is on the other side of the map, this is a lot of things to, like, think about, to be clear. And I can guarantee you I would not be thinking about them during the game. Not even a ladder game, let alone GSL. We're just talking about how he could have done it better. Observer repositions from here to, like, here, because you know that the Raven is on the other side of the map. Then you get to see where to send your 2 Zealots. Like, are there reinforcements sitting here? Or are they sitting here? If they're sitting here, you go here. If they're sitting here, you run into the natural go here. And then at the very least, you make Cure close a depot, you make him pay attention, and it's the 2 Zealots get good value. Now, I understand not going for the fight right now, but... Okay, there he does actually look at the Zealots. He is only on 6 gates. I think in that scenario, if you've got the attention to look at the Marauders, you look at the SCVs and you just click them. But at the same time, like, clicking 1 or 2 SCVs isn't going to move the needle too much. But it would have been nice. Now he knows that the tanks are repositioned into a really good spot. And oh man, he could have pre-spread this army a lot better. He also could have checked in with a Zealot. To be fair, he doesn't know that the tanks have re-sieged. The Raven being with this push makes it really difficult to predict where everything is. This High Templar, by the way, does end up getting enough energy for a second storm. Which is actually very funny. Okay, now. Now is where you go with the army. Got your High Templar in the main. It's got a cannon covering it. It's got double storm. And you know that your opponent just committed a minimum... This has to be a double drop. It literally is too much supply to be a single drop. You know that you've committed both medevacs in. This is the absolute moment that you go right back in with this army. Like, oh man, this is a sad game to watch because this is so many missed opportunities for SOS. But he only has 2 Templars, right? Yeah, but he can double storm. He's got 2 Immortals with this army. A third one's about to pop. He's got a lot of Zealots. The Widow Mines are... This is a really, really nice setup from Cure. Did Cure dropped a bunch of auto turrets during the... Did he drop a bunch of auto turrets during the last fight? I think he did. Yes, he did. SOS saw that. Okay, once the auto turrets drop, I think you just back away. He actually goes really deep into this fight. Oh, man. Okay. I actually think you just fight this right now. Okay, let's take a look at the armies. I know that I'm like going super crazy on this. He's got 5 more zealots coming in. Honestly, I wouldn't hate if he had energy recharged this sentry for like triple force field or guardian shield towards the end. Now he doesn't know that +1 weapons isn't done yet for the Terran, but this is a perfect time to fight. The auto turrets drop. Yeah, seeing the 2 tanks unsieged, I think you just go for this, right? Imagine he recalled the Prism right away. Would Cure have gone for the attack if he had? I actually don't think so. A Warp Prism drop, like, on the left side here. Even one Storm drop, like, even here, actually. It doesn't even need to be on the army. It can just be preventing the kiting to the left side. Oh, man, SOS should have just taken this fight. Do we have any info on Sal? He's been, like, he's just been traveling a lot. Even that storm is good. The reinforcements do make this scary. He blasts through the first tank almost immediately. There are 2 Banshees here. That is one of his storms used up, and there's opportunity for Cure to target fire the other High Templar. And he just warped in Zealot, so he won't have... When did he last warp in, actually? When did he do that warp in? He is only on 6 gates as well. 7 gates. Oh. 7 gates. Is under attack. Because, like, the timing of when he warped in is actually pretty important. For, like... Can he... When can he reinforce into the fight? Oh, he warped in here. Wait, why? That's actually so much worse than warping in here. Wait, when did he warp in before this? Because he saw the army. He saw the army with this. He saw it crossing the map. And he moved... So his army's out of position, but he moves everything over correctly. I mean, it's not warp-ins at this point that's the barrier. It's the money. When did he last warp in? Okay, what was that? 8/20, like 6? Yeah, pretty much 8/26. Yeah, 5 of 11, that's like 40%, which is 2 seconds in on the fast warp in. So 8/26, which means that he'll have his next warp in available at 8. Well, he warped in a High Templar too, which is a slower warp in. He also could have energy recharged this High Templar that just warped in. And then it's able to double storm right away. Does he have energy on his next eye? He does. Why did he do this? Maybe, you know what? I'm thinking of this from too much of a... not... I'm thinking of it too much of used to the new ability setup. And I'm not thinking enough about, like, SOS being used to old stuff. Still, though, like... Maybe he was expecting a Doom drop into the main? I guess? Wait, when did he warp into High Templar in the main? Is it here already? Does he send it over there? Does he split it off? He does. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cute. Oh, he actually moves back over here. Oh, this is before... This. Oh my god, this is before the attack. Okay, but he did see the army coming. And this is when he starts sending stuff over. Yeah, this was a really big mistake. I know it's weird to say it, but warping in here instead of here. Like, it actually means the Zealot reinforcements get there so much slower. And Cure, like, look at this. Oh, wow, that's actually really cute. I didn't notice this. Cure actually stemmed this bio army specifically to... Oh, that's really cute. Oh, that's really, really nice from Cure. Without that, actually, I don't think he gets there when he needs to. Wait, no, hang on. Did he double stim it? Or does he, like, F2 stim? No, that already stemmed. So that stemmed to kill the pylon. Never mind, that's not cute at all. Actually undercuts the power of the push a lot.
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted.
So yeah, this bio is just wounded.
Research complete.
Even that storm being a little bit better placed, like if it's just like slightly further south, would have helped SOS a lot. SOS should have fought here. 100%. Yeah. Like, so many things that if he'd done them slightly differently, like, look how late to the party these Zealots are. Like, imagine they start instead from here. They start from here. They're currently now here. SOS can definitely take the fight at that point. Yeah, so here... Here. That's like top right to bottom left corner. So they're currently now, instead of here, they're like down in the bottom left corner, basically. Yeah, oh my god, literally just where he warped in actually made the difference here too. Yeah, if he has 6 more zealots or 5 more zealots, yeah, he can 100% take this fight. The deep diving sommelier. Something like that. Sommelier. Okay. It may seem like I'm being too hard on SOS right there, but he actually did that versus Cure. Like he was like doing all the things right before. That's really good to know though, like how important like even just warp in location is in StarCraft 2. All right, here we go. Game number 2, spawning down on the bottom left, it's SOS. His opponent spawning up at the top right, it's Cure. In at the blue. Turn on regular health bars for damaged for now. And then we'll look for like critical points, critical moments. How you doing, Bruno, by the way? Hope you're doing well. I could teach you, but I have to charge. I think we're going to look at Maru versus Rogue after this. Or maybe even Maru versus Trigger. We'll see, we'll see. kind of want to play. Like, I'm actually anxious to play. Might be less. I kind of want to play.